Day is Father's Day. Now, if money's a little tight for you right now, we've come up with
Always.
some ideas for great gifts that won't cost you anything.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So here you go. Make dad his favorite meal. Now, I know some fathers who would appreciate a good hot dog, which is very cheap, or spaghetti, or,
Yeah.
throwing some burgers on the grill, something like that.
Mhm.
So you might have to spend a little bit on the ingredients, but it's way cheaper than going out to a restaurant.
Sure. Yeah.
Watch a ball game with him. We got the NHL playoffs going on. The NBA Finals is tonight. I think it's going to end because Boston's up 3-0.
Mhm.
But we'll see. And then, of course, Major League Baseball is in full swing as well. So
Yeah.
there'd be a good chance to sit down and bond with dad watching a ball game.
Mhm.
Help him around the house. Maybe doing some yard work, cleaning out the garage, maybe tackling a project he's been putting off forever. Help him paint a room. I don't know.
No,
Just something- no?
no painting.
No
please.
painting? Okay.
No painting for me.
Take a trip down memory lane. Sit down and do some old-fashioned reminiscing with dad.
Yeah.
Sit
Yeah.
on the porch and
Yeah.
he can remind you about what kind of brat you were growing up and how much he had to get the hot leather after you.
Yes.
And
Yeah. My dad was the disciplinarian, the spanker, and more so than
I was scared of my dad. I'm still scared of my dad to this day.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. My
Mhm.
dad's a scary guy.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he has a great personality and he's kind of he's got charisma.
Uh-huh.
My dad's got a lot of charisma. He's the guy you want to hang out with.
Yeah.
But
It's
then again,
a bad influence. Pretty much is what
he
you're
could be a
saying.
bad influence as well. But there's times where I saw my dad where it's like, my dad's kind of cool,
Mhm.
but I'm still scared of him.
Yeah. Well, speaking of sports, the only sport my dad watched was wrestling,
Oh, yeah.
the professional wrestling.
Oh, I remember my dad took me to
Mhm.
a little middle school gym one time when I was a kid, and we saw Tojo Yamamoto and somebody, I can't remember. I just remember Tojo Yamamoto,
And
the
you could-
Japanese wrestler. And, we had a great time. It was a
Yeah.
great time. It was a real good bonding moment.
Well, it was just fun watching my dad watching wrestling.
Yeah.
You'd be sitting over in the living room and somebody's getting body slammed.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
and he felt every dang hit and body slam and whatever. It was just fun. But that's all he was into was the wrestling.
My dad was like, they do something like that. Like they jump off the top rope and land on something. He's like, can you believe that, boy? That's what he said. Can you believe that, boy? I was like, Dad, this is real. Come on. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing when you like the difference between me and my dad, we were hanging out with him one summer for a family reunion. And the kids are like, Dad, we want to go get an ice cream. It's like, you don't need no ice cream. This is what I got when I was growing up. You don't need no ice cream. And he's like, dang, he's getting his wallet out.
Oh.
Dang gummit, here, take this money, get them kids an ice cream. I'm like, who's this guy?
That's not my dad.
That's not my dad.
Well, maybe it is.
My dad would be like, shut up, boy, don't let me pull this hot leather out on you about crying about an ice cream. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yes.